You've been living your life as if you've got forever. You wake up every day thinking you can waste time, thinking tomorrow will be the day you get serious. But let me tell you something, your time is the one thing you will never get back. The clock is ticking. Every single second you spend doubting yourself, scrolling endlessly, talking about what you'll do instead of actually doing it, you're giving away pieces of your life that you will never see again. You have dreams, big ones, but dreams without action. They're just fantasies you tell yourself to feel better about wasting time. You've been telling yourself someday, for too long, you want success. You want change. It's not coming from wishing, from hoping, from waiting for the right moment. It's coming from the decisions you make right now. You think you're waiting for motivation, but you're really avoiding responsibility. The truth is, discipline will carry you when motivation is gone, and most of the time motivation is gone. You've been lied to by comfort. Comfort whispers, you're fine, you deserve to rest, you can do it tomorrow. Comfort is a liar. Comfort is the slow, quiet killer of your potential. The next 60 minutes of your life could change everything, not because I'm speaking, but because you finally decide to listen, because you finally decide that enough is enough. You've got pain, good, use it. You've got fear, good, face it. You've got doubt, good, prove it wrong. Life is not waiting for you to get ready. Life is happening right now without your permission. You're either showing up or you're being left behind. Stop looking for signs. Stop waiting for the perfect time. There is no perfect time, there is only now. If you don't change today, you won't change at all. Your dreams are worth the fight. Your future is worth the grind. Your life is worth more than excuses. So here's my challenge the next hour. No distractions. No, I'll do it later. Commit to yourself fully. Do one thing that pushes you forward, and when you do, that one action will create momentum. Momentum will create progress, and progress will change your life. The clock is ticking. Make every second count. Time is the most precious currency you will ever have. It's not money. It's not possessions. It's not status. It's the minutes and seconds you are given every single day. And here's the truth you cannot afford to ignore. Time is non-refundable. Once it's gone forever. You cannot buy it back. You cannot beg for it to return. You cannot pause it or rewind it. Every second that passes is a piece of your life slipping into history. You don't feel it most of the time because the passing of time is silent. It doesn't announce itself with alarms. It doesn't warn you before it disappears, but it is always moving, always ticking, and every moment you waste is a moment you can never relive. We tell ourselves there's plenty of time. We tell ourselves we'll start tomorrow. We tell ourselves we'll get serious one day. But one day is a thief. It steals your urgency. It convinces you you're safe while quietly robbing you of your future. Look around you. The people who achieve great things are not the ones with more time. They are the ones who use the time they have with ruthless focus. They treat every second as valuable because they understand its worth. If you knew you had only 1 year left to live, would you waste a single day? If you knew you had 1 hour left, would you spend it scrolling on your phone? The reality is, you never know how much time you have. And that uncertainty should set a fire under you. It should make you want to act now, to stop delaying, to stop living as if you're promised tomorrow, because you're not. The seconds you waste are gone forever. The moments you live fully become your legacy. Choose carefully how you spend this currency, because the balance in your account is invisible, and it is running out. Dreams are beautiful. They inspire you. They give you hope. They make you believe there's something greater waiting for you. But dreams alone are not enough. Without action, they are nothing more than fantasies. You can spend years imagining the life you want. You can talk about it. You can write about it. You can even feel the excitement of picturing it in your mind. But if you never take the steps to make it real, it will stay locked inside your imagination. Ideas are easy, execution is hard. The world is full of people with great ideas, but it's empty of people willing to work relentlessly to bring them to life, because execution demands more than just thinking. It demands showing up every day. It demands doing the work even when you don't feel like it. It demands facing challenges, criticism, and failure. An idea will not carry you through the difficult days. Only action will. You can dream about being fit, but until you put in the hours at the gym, it's just a fantasy. You can dream about building a business, but until you put in the work, it's just a story you tell yourself. The difference between dreamers and achievers is simple. Achievers take action. They don't wait for the perfect time. They don't wait to feel ready. They start with what they have, where they are, and they keep moving forward. You will never execute perfectly, but imperfect execution beats perfect inaction every time. Your dream is the seed. Execution is the water, the sunlight, and the care that makes it grow. Without it, nothing will ever sprout. So stop telling yourself that dreaming is enough. It's the easy part. The real work, the part that changes your life, is in doing. And until you do, your dream will remain a fantasy. Motivation feels amazing when it's there. It gives you energy. It makes you feel unstoppable. It makes starting something feel exciting and effortless. But motivation is temporary. It comes and goes like the weather. Some days you wake up ready to conquer the world. Other days you don't even feel like getting out of bed. If you rely on motivation alone, you will quit the moment it disappears. That's why discipline is different. Discipline doesn't ask how you feel. Discipline doesn't wait for the perfect mood. Discipline shows up regardless of circumstances. When you have discipline, you don't need to feel inspired to take action. You simply do what needs to be done. Discipline is permanent because it's built on habits, and habits become part of who you are. When you build habits, the work becomes automatic. You no longer waste energy deciding whether or not to do it, you just do it. Motivation says, I feel like it today. Discipline says, it's what I do, no matter what. Motivation fades when life gets hard. Discipline grows stronger the more you practice it. The people you admire, the ones who achieve incredible things, are not fueled by endless motivation. They are fueled by discipline. They have trained themselves to act without relying on emotional highs. They have built routines that carry them through the days when they don't want to work. And here's the truth: discipline will take you places motivation never could. Because motivation can start a journey, but only discipline will get you to the finish line. So stop chasing hype. Stop waiting to feel ready. Start building habits that make success inevitable. Let discipline guide you when motivation disappears. Let habits carry you when excitement fades. Because if you master discipline, you won't need to rely on temporary feelings. You'll have something permanent. Comfort feels safe. It wraps around you like a warm blanket. It tells you everything is fine just the way it is. It convinces you to stay where you are. But comfort is a silent killer. It slowly eats away at your potential. It keeps you stuck in the same place, day after day. When you stay comfortable, you stop growing. You stop challenging yourself. You stop becoming who you're truly capable of being. Growth does not happen inside comfort zones. It happens when you feel the burn. When you step into the unknown, when you face fear and uncertainty head on. Every successful person you admire has walked through discomfort. They have felt the resistance. They have battled doubt and pain. Because growth requires sacrifice, it demands that you leave behind the easy path. Comfort whispers lies to keep you safe. It tells you to settle. It tells you that trying is too hard. It tells you that change is scary. But listen closely, those lies are holding you back. The moment you push beyond comfort is the moment you begin to expand your limits. The moment you face discomfort is when you build strength. Discomfort is the birthplace of transformation. It is where you learn resilience. It is where you develop courage. It is where your dreams begin to take shape. If you want to grow, you must be willing to be uncomfortable. You must be willing to feel awkward. You must be willing to fail and try again. Comfort may feel good in the short term, but it steals your future in the long term. So choose growth over ease. Choose challenge over complacency, because beyond comfort is where your true potential lies. And that is where your life will change forever. The right moment is now, not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. They don't exist. Life will never line up every detail perfectly for you. The timing will never be flawless. The circumstances will never be without challenges. If you keep waiting for everything to be just right, you'll wait forever. Opportunities don't wait for your readiness. They pass by those who hesitate. They reward the ones who take action in the moment. You tell yourself you'll start when you have more money, when you have more time, when you feel more confident, but all those things are excuses wrapped in comfort. The truth is, confidence comes from doing, not waiting. The truth is, time will never suddenly appear. You make it. The truth is, progress is built in imperfect conditions. Every great success story started with someone acting before they felt ready. They stepped into uncertainty. They worked with what they had. They learned and adapted along the way. If they had waited for the perfect moment, their dream would still be just an idea. The world doesn't reward hesitation. It rewards movement. You can either spend years waiting for the right moment, or you can decide that the right moment is whenever you choose to start. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes. The more time you spend planning without acting, the more fear grows. Fear feeds on delay. Action kills it. You don't need perfect conditions, you need courage. You don't need every answer, you need the willingness to begin. Because starting now, with all the imperfections, will teach you more than waiting ever could. The right moment is now. It always has been. And the longer you wait, the more you lose. Pain and fear are powerful. They are emotions that everyone experiences. No one is immune. But pain and fear are not enemies. They are tools, tools that, when used correctly, can push you forward instead of holding you back. Pain reminds you that something needs to change. It signals that you are uncomfortable in your current situation. It is a signpost pointing toward growth. Fear is not a stop sign. It is a warning light. It alerts you to the unknown, the challenge, the risk. Too often, we let pain and fear paralyze us. We freeze, hoping these feelings will pass. We avoid the discomfort, choosing safety over progress. But the truth is, pain and fear only become obstacles if you let them. They can fuel your action if you decide to use them that way. When pain hits, use it as motivation. Let it remind you why you must keep going. Let it push you to fight harder, to work smarter. When fear shows up, don't run. Face it, feel it fully, then move forward anyway. Fear loses its power when you take action despite it. Every successful person has felt pain and fear, but what sets them apart is that they didn't let those feelings stop them. They used pain as fuel to get stronger. They used fear as a signal to prepare and then act. Pain and fear sharpen your focus. They force you to confront reality. They ignite a fire inside you that can't be ignored. If you wait for pain and fear to disappear, you'll wait forever. Instead, learn to welcome them as part of the process. Use them as tools to build resilience. Use them to drive you forward. Remember, pain and fear are part of the journey to success. They are not barriers, they are bridges. When you use pain and fear to fuel action, you become unstoppable. Life doesn't wait. It doesn't pause for you to catch your breath. It doesn't slow down because you're unsure or afraid. It keeps moving relentlessly and without mercy. You're either moving forward or you're being left behind. There is no standing still in this world. Every moment you spend hesitating, someone else is taking action. Every second you delay, you lose ground. The world is full of people chasing their dreams, pushing their limits, and rising through adversity. They don't wait for permission. They don't wait for perfect conditions. They move, and as they move, the gap between you and them grows wider. You can't control time. You can't control how fast life moves. But you can control what you do with your time. If you choose to stay stuck, comfortable, or scared, you will be left behind. It's harsh, but it's true. Life rewards those who take risks. Life rewards those who show up and give their best. Life rewards those who refuse to accept less than they deserve. If you want to grow, if you want to succeed, if you want to live fully, you have to keep moving. It doesn't matter how small the steps are. What matters is that you keep moving forward. Every step, every action, every decision shapes your future. If you stop, the world doesn't stop with you. It keeps going, and you become a spectator, watching opportunities pass you by. Don't let fear or doubt freeze you in place. Don't let comfort trap you in the past. Life is happening right now, and you have a choice. You can move forward with purpose and courage, or you can watch from the sidelines as others take what you want. Remember, this life doesn't wait. You're either moving forward or you're being left behind, so decide today to move, decide today to grow, decide today to claim your future. Excuses are comfortable. They give you a reason to stay where you are. They protect you from discomfort. They make you feel justified in doing nothing. But excuses destroy potential. They are the invisible chains that keep you trapped. They rob you of the life you could have had. They disguise themselves as logic, but in reality, they are fear in disguise. Excuses whisper, "You're not ready." They say, "You don't have enough time." They convince you it's not the right moment. And every time you listen, you hand over another piece of your future. You don't see the damage right away. At first, it feels safe. It feels like you're protecting yourself from failure. But in truth, you're protecting yourself from growth. Because excuses are nothing more than carefully worded lies you tell yourself to avoid action. Every time you make an excuse, you're telling your dreams they can wait. You're telling your goals they aren't worth the effort. And while you wait, while you justify, while you hide behind reasons time moves on, opportunities pass, your potential slips away. Excuses don't just stop progress, they reverse it. They create a habit of inaction. They make it easier and easier to settle for less, and the more you rely on them, the further you drift from the life you want. Yes, excuses feel safe. They shield you from risk, from rejection, from failure. But they also shield you from success. If you want to reach your full potential, you must stop protecting yourself with lies. You must stop waiting for a perfect time that will never come. Replace excuses with action. Replace doubt with discipline. Replace fear with courage. Your potential is limitless, but only if you refuse to hide behind excuses. Because every excuse you make today is a piece of your future you're throwing away. Small actions have the power to change everything. They might seem insignificant at first, like a drop of water in a vast ocean, but those small drops add up. Momentum begins with a single step. You don't have to wait for a perfect plan or the ideal circumstances. You don't need to make giant leaps right away. Starting is what matters most. Start now. Start small. It could be as simple as writing one sentence, making one phone call, taking a 5-minute walk. These tiny actions set a chain reaction in motion. Momentum builds slowly but steadily. Once you take that first step, the next step becomes easier, and then the next. Before you know it, you're moving forward faster than you imagined. The key is consistency. Small actions repeated daily create unstoppable force. Many people fail because they wait for motivation to strike. They wait for a big burst of energy or inspiration, but motivation is unpredictable. What you can control is your choice to start. Starting small reduces overwhelm. It makes the goal feel achievable. It breaks the cycle of procrastination. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. You just have to begin. Momentum turns small efforts into big results. It turns hesitation into confidence. It turns dreams into reality. Every success story begins with someone who decided to start. No matter how small the step, it's progress, and progress creates momentum. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait to feel ready. Start where you are. Start with what you have, because the hardest part is starting. Once you do, the rest will follow. Small actions create momentum. Start now. Start small. But most importantly, start. Your future self is watching. Right now, the person you will become is observing every choice you make. Every decision, every action, the future version of you depends on what you do today. Imagine looking back years from now. Would you be proud of how you used your time? Would you be grateful for the effort you put in? Or would you feel regret? Regret is heavy. It weighs down the soul. It is the result of missed opportunities and wasted potential. But regret is avoidable. You can choose to live in a way that honors your future self. That means making decisions today with tomorrow in mind. It means choosing growth over comfort. It means taking responsibility for your life. Every small positive habit you build is a gift to your future self. Every step forward, no matter how hard, prepares you for the challenges ahead. Your future self doesn't want you to settle. Your future self doesn't want you to give up. Your future self is rooting for you to keep going. When you act with intention today, you lay the foundation for a better tomorrow. It's easy to get caught up in instant gratification, to choose what feels good right now instead of what's best for the long run. But that choice comes with a cost. The comfort you chase today might create pain tomorrow. The shortcuts you take might block your path later. Think about the life you want to live 5, 10, 20 years from now. What does that look like? Now ask yourself, what can you do today to make that vision real? Your future self is watching every moment, waiting for you to make choices worthy of the life you desire. Live today in a way that your future self will thank you for. Work hard, be kind, stay focused,